Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. A survey was recently done on poverty in New Jersey, and the numbers are shocking. Meet chief researchers Alan Lichtenstein and Shivi Prasad from the Poverty Research Institute of Legal Services of New Jersey. And this is something you do every year?
Yes, every year we produce what we call the Benchmarks Poverty Report for New Jersey, and this is, I think, the 7th or the 8th edition.
So you have something to compare your numbers to. Yeah. What are the numbers?
Well, we found that in 2014, there are about 2.8 million people living in poverty in New Jersey.
You know, when I saw the 2.8 million, I had to run and look at the population of New Jersey, which is 8.9 million, which means, what, 33%?
Yeah, about one-third living in poverty in New Jersey. And that includes about 800,000 children. And so the federal poverty level actually is an inadequate indicator of need for New Jersey because of the high cost of living.
That leads to my next question.
Yes.
So what is your benchmark? What do you
so
consider poverty?
we look at 250% of poverty, and just to of the official poverty measure. So just to give you an example, if you look at the official poverty threshold, a single person family, or a single person household rather, is considered to be living in poverty if the income is below $12,000. If the income is even like $5 above that threshold, that individual is not considered as living in poverty. And anybody living in New Jersey will realize that on $12,000 you cannot meet all your basic needs. And for families with children, it's a bigger problem because your costs rise, and it could be almost 300% of the official measure or 400% of the official measure. What we do is we use a conservative estimate of the range. So our range is basically anywhere between 250 to 400% of the official poverty measure. A family could be living in poverty, but we just use the conservative threshold, which is 250%. And so the 2.8 million figure is based on that 250% of poverty.
I saw that Speaker Prieto in Trenton is going to hold hearings on this. I assume you're both going to be there for those hearings. Correct me if that assumption's wrong. And what can happen? Is there a governmental cure for this?
I mean, we are also waiting to see, what the outcome of all these public hearings, and let's wait and see what happens.
Is it state? Is it federal? Is it both? Is it all of us?
It's all of us. It's everything. It's state, it's federal, and it's many other factors too.
And it's historical too.
Yeah.
Over these years, you can't just look at one thing.
But if you're saying, so you go to the government, you go to the hearings, and if you're saying that historically this is going to go down on its own, don't you give them a way out by saying that? Don't you give them a way not to do something, saying, okay, the unemployment rate's coming down, the poverty rate will soon follow?
Mm-hmm.
It'll go down to a certain point, but again, we have to make the differentiation between the official poverty rate and the poverty rate, which we call the real cost of living. That's not going to come down to numbers that anybody needs to be happy with.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. It was fascinating. Could you come back after the hearings so we can find out if there are any solutions? Because my feeling is many times on these things, they just talk to you and they get the numbers and then nothing really happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has that happened before with your studies?
Well, I mean, we just do research and we put our numbers out there, and hopefully people will take them to help improve the situation. We're actually not involved in anything that the legislators do at the moment.
It would be wonderful if people actually did something with the numbers.
But hopefully they'll take something from it and work out a decent poverty plan.
Oh, you're an optimist. Thank you so much. I appreciate you both being here. Alan Lichtenstein and Shivi Prasad, head researchers at the Poverty Research Institute of Legal Services of New Jersey, with some absolutely shocking numbers about poverty in New Jersey. When we come back, a woman that started a service fixing bikes to help people get out of poverty, even though it's not only for people that don't have the means to buy their own bike. We'll explain when we come right back.